Hola, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am coming to you from a different place in my house that you guys haven't been in with me yet, and that is my bathroom. Well, my guest bathroom. So today I am going to be doing the Goddess Detox. Now, this is something that I've heard about before, but I've never done. Some of you guys might have heard about it. It's basically you're steaming your vagina. So my girl Vanessa sent this to me. So quick little story, I met Vanessa when I just had my trip to China in July, and I remember her telling me about this, but I didn't ever think that I would like use it, and I'm so glad that she sent it to me. So now I get to try it out for you guys. So first of all, let's talk about this packaging. Oh my gosh, how cute. I'm not even a fan of purple, and this is just cute. It's eye-catching. It's just such cute packaging. I love that, girl. I own a business, so I pay attention to things like this. And I also love this Queen's Throne. She is recognizing us women as queens as we are, and this is our throne for us to sit on. So I love that. Oh my gosh, and I love this on the back. It says, repeat this affirmation. I am removing Blank's energy from my womb. Visualize this scenario. Imagine yourself sweeping your womb or uterus clean. Imagine yourself brushing the debris into a pan and throwing it into the trash. She's saying anybody you ever messed with before, imagine sweeping them under the rug, getting them out of there, cleaning them up out of yourself. Okay, sis? Because we all got somebody or a couple of somebodies who we want to get all them bad energies out of our thing. Now I'm going to open this and we're going to see what's inside of it. I'm really excited to use this. Just going to slide it open. And my throne awaits me right here, as you see. This is the throne, the beautiful lavender purple throne. So while I'm waiting for the tea bags and the hot water to cool down, make sure that you have a towel or something loose like a robe to put over you so that you can trap the steam inside. And you just wait 3 to 4 minutes for it to cool down before you sit down. Whew. It is definitely warm, and I definitely feel the steam happening right now. And it actually feels amazing. So one of the things I actually heard is that women in African cultures or Caribbean cultures do vaginal steaming after they give birth to try to help close up some of the movement that's happening in their bodies, which makes total sense because after you have a baby, your organs are literally all out of whack, all out of place, and it takes a while for them to go back in their original places. So vaginal steaming, I've heard, helps with that. I think you're supposed to wait at least 3 months after you give birth. So one thing with me, when I had Nova, I used to get phantom kicks, and the doctor told me it was just like my organs moving back into place. But I thought it was the most interesting thing. It's so crazy how women's bodies work. Like, we just give birth to children and kids. Like, it's such a beautiful, miraculous thing to me. Another thing that vaginal steaming does is that it helps to relieve menstrual cramps, which can be heightened after you have a baby or can go away after you have a baby, or even if you don't even have a child. Some people just have menstrual cramps. So I'm just speaking to the moms, but I know even like people like one of my little sisters, she has a really bad menstrual cramps. So vaginal steaming is something that can help alleviate that and relieve some of that uncomfort. It's just really a time for you to just sit down and self-reflect and think about your self-love. So I don't think that we think about that enough with our busy schedules and everything we have going on in our lives. And so that's one of the purposes of the Queen's Throne, is what they're trying to do, is let you really sit down and reflect and appreciate yourself and love yourself, because that is so important, and we just don't take enough time out of our days to do that, honestly. So one of the things that I do to show myself self-love is I literally do things like this. I go into the bathroom. It's kind of my oasis. Everybody knows not to bother me while I'm in the restroom, and I just take time, and I take my time in the shower. I could be in the bathroom for about an hour and a half, honestly, just doing whatever I do. Maybe it's doing my hair, deep conditioning it, because that makes me feel better if my hair is really hydrated and clean, or washing my face and just using different toners and serums that I've bought, or just moisturizing my body and skin, or exfoliating and doing a scrub. All those types of things make me feel better as a person, because I feel like I'm really cleansing myself and getting my hygiene right, and hygiene is so important for self-love. So that's another thing with this vaginal steaming. And it's funny, while this is steaming, it feels moisturized, and I read somewhere that it's actually supposed to help increase your libido and help increase moisture and wetness, because sometimes after you have a baby, sometimes you might not have a sexual drive. I know I didn't. I did not want to do anything. They said you had to wait 6 weeks. I could have went 3 months, and that's not normal for me. I'm a Scorpio. I am sexually driven, but I just didn't want to. I was scared. I was nervous, and I was like, what if it doesn't feel the same? What if I like don't get, you know, wet or something down there? And it was total opposite of what I expected. But things like vaginal steaming are supposed to help with that, in case you're worried about something like that. Back to self-love, another way that I think that we all can show ourselves self-love is to forgive ourselves. Nobody's perfect, and we all live in this world where everything's on Instagram and YouTube or social media just in general, and it's so easy to just feel like either we're not doing enough, we're not sufficient enough, we're not good enough, we're lacking in too many areas, somebody's better than us, and we've made mistakes in our lives, our past isn't the cleanest, we're still working on ourselves. And self-forgiveness is so important for self-love. So just to know, you don't have to be perfect. None of us are. I go through bouts where I am just like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I am not doing enough, and I have all these people who I see, and they're just doing so much, and they're acting, and they're on screen. That's what I want to do. And I just have to take a couple steps back and be like, you know what? I am on my own path, my own journey, my own lane. I just have to stay focused, and I'm gonna get there. The owner of the Goddess Detox has an app called Selfish Babe, which if you need a little uplifting throughout the day, she sends you daily affirmations that really just give you that little kick that you needed, or that word that you needed to hear, that motivation that you needed to hear. So I would highly suggest you guys download that app. It's called Selfish Babe. Okay, so I just threw the tea bags in the trash and dumped the water, and then I'm gonna clean out my throne when this video is over. Another thing that I got that I actually I'm not gonna try it tonight because it's really late, and that was such a beautiful experience. I just want to go to sleep now. So but it was these Goddess Vaginal Detox Pearls. Now I've seen these all over YouTube, and this basically gets rid of toxins in your vagina, and there's a purging process that happens. Like, you just have to YouTube it after this and see the reviews, and everybody loves it, but it's just some crazy purging thing that happens, and what comes out of you is crazy. So that is the detox pearls. So I would suggest, if you guys get the throne, you also get these, so you guys could try them together. All right, y'all, I'll see you next video. Hope you enjoyed your time on the toilet with me. Bye.